Good morning, Columbia. Thank you so much for waking up with us. I'm Curtis Wilson.
I'm Tyler Ryan. It is 5:01.
Yeah. Phones kept going off last night.
Oh, I'm telling you, just
Yeah. Was it tornado warnings?
There was warnings, the severe weather, all kinds of nonsense last night.
I know.
Still wasn't as bad as Saturday. When those,
Saturday was horrible.
downdrafts and stuff happening, but
Tons of power outages. I think a lot of folks just getting their powers back on yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, it's been a really weird pattern. Not normally this early in the season are we like this either. It's generally a little later. A little further
because
into
it just
June,
started.
July. Yeah. Yep. So unfortunately, it continues today.
I hear you.
So.
Yeah. Of course, the drive-in wasn't too pleasant with all that rain.
Yeah. No, visibility's down again, so just be careful out there for sure, guys.
Okay. What better way to cool off than with an ice cold drink, right? It's National Iced Tea Day. While recipes for iced tea go back as far as the 1870s, it gained mainstream popularity in 1904 during the World's Fair in St. Louis. Now becoming a popular non-alcoholic alternative during Prohibition. There were several flavors of iced tea to enjoy, including peach, sweet tea, and of course, the Arnold Palmer, which is a mix of iced tea and lemonade, just the way the legendary golfer liked it. I like the Arnold Palmer.
Do you?
It's one of my favorite drinks.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of tea. I used to do iced tea back home, but sweet tea is just too much for me. I don't eat a lot of sugar, so the sweet tea just blows my mind.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But some people just make it so sweet.
Some do, yes.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what it was till I moved here. Sweet tea. What is that?
You didn't know what tea was till you moved to South Carolina?
No, sweet tea.
Oh, the same thing. Sweet tea, right?
No, iced tea is not sweet tea necessarily. No. We don't have, well, I guess, maybe we do have sweet tea. We just don't call it that because we'd have, was it Arizona iced tea? Is that?
Yeah, it is an Arizona iced tea.
Yeah, I used to drink that back home. So maybe, I guess that technically is a sweet tea. We just didn't call it that.
I would say that's sweet tea. Yeah.
Well, there it is. All right. Iced tea.
We helped you out today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Knowledge is power, Curtis Wilson.
Here it is, your first trivia question for Tuesday. Which iced tea brand made its debut first? Lipton, Brisk, Arizona, Gold Peak. We're going to go with Lipton.
I think so, too. I mean, it's not Arizona because I remember that came out. I've never heard of Gold Peak, though.
Yeah, it is Gold Peak. They do the Arnold Palmer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it's Lipton. I think you're right.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? I don't know which side the QR code's on today. This side, it looks like. All right. Here we go.
They keep you guessing, huh?
Yeah, every time, it's a little different. They keep me guessing. It's all right. All right, today is ballpoint pen day. Ballpoint pen. The ballpoint pen, Curtis, uses a small rotating ball made of brass, steel, tungsten, and it depresses ink and it disperses ink as a person presses on it and writes. Now, prior to the late 1800s, people used pens in quite a pedestrian way. They had to dip them in ink, or they had a fountain pen that needed to be refilled. Now, although the first pattern was given to John Loud on October 30th, 1888, he could never really get it to work right, so it sat around until June of 1938 when Laszlo Biro filed for his version, and it's perfected by 1943. And in case you're wondering, by the way, the average ballpoint pen, Curtis, can write about 45,000 words.
Quite a lot of ink in that little thing.
It's a lot of ink. It's a lot of words.
Yeah.
Now, when I was a kid, my dad, when I got in trouble, he would make me write usually 1,000 times, like I will not get suspended from the bus, or I won't sass the teacher, or whatever. So I probably burned through several ballpoint pens in my day.
Oh, you should have used the number 2.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. I do love a good pencil. I actually use pencil more than pen.
I got you.
I do love a good pencil.
Yeah.
So there you go. Ballpoint pen day, brother.
Happy ballpoint pen day. Good morning, Columbia. Oh, that's you.
What he said. I'm Tyler.
Curtis Wilson. It's 5:35, 25 now before the top of the hour.
Listen to this nonsense. People in China are paying fake companies to hire them to pretend to work.
I heard about this. So
you're paying to go sit in an office and pretend. So basically, it's the other way around. It's a brilliant business model.
Yeah.
They sit in an office. They have Wi-Fi, desk supplies. For an extra fee, you can get fake assignments and fake bosses.
Yeah, and you can even have your fake boss yell at you.
Why does we pay for that experience?
I don't know. I heard about this. Big shouts, though.
Yes.
803 Fresh. He made a debut appearance on the BET Music Awards that took place last night. So big shouts for representing South Carolina.
Yeah.
You know, that song has just gone crazy.
Right.
Boots on the ground. You know, I never learned how to do it. We're supposed to have him on to do the dance and even perform. And him along with King George, who also is representing in the Southern Soul thing that's going on. It's like an explosion with this stuff.
Well, it's not too late. Can we still get him on the show? We can do
I'm
the
sure
dance.
we can. Yeah. You know, get you guys to learn how to do
No,
it.
you're going to do it too.
Yeah.
We're all going to do it.
Everybody are tripping. We'd be tripping over each other, falling.
It makes beautiful television.
I know.
Well, that's good stuff.
Yeah. What'd you say, Keneal? Oh, he's not repeating it. Okay.
Right.
A 90-year-old Missouri man celebrated his birthday by channeling his inner Tom Cruise by going skydiving. Yeah. Joe Cook, a retired state trooper, was joined by his granddaughter, Cheyenne. Since the two share birthdays within the same week, family, friends, and troopers, they gathered to cheer Joe on. After landing back on solid ground, Joe gave the thrill ride of a rave review and says he'll do it again. Skydiving has been one of the items on his bucket list. Another one is publishing a book, which he actually did last fall.
I can get behind the book. Jumping out of a perfectly good airplane, I cannot.
At 90?
I will ticker
Age
with,
is just a number.
It is. It is. I don't think my old ticker could take it now, much less in 90 in about 52 years.
Okay. Gotcha.
See what I did there?
Yeah. Which tea brand made its debut first?
Lipton, 1871. 100% of
gosh.
people got it right.
Really?
1871, Lipton.
You were a taste tester back then, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's do some birthdays. A very happy birthday to folks who are celebrating
Have a
this.
drive by.
Imitate Gary Barboza, for folks who don't know. Go
I don't know
ahead.
if I can.
Come on.
He's
You've
gonna-
been over there working with him forever.
I know. No, I can't know if I can do that. I mean, what do you
All
say, Topher? Here's Topher with the sports.
Nah, never mind.
1035
Don't-
FM,
don't-
560 AM, WVOC.
Never mind.
No?
Don't worry
All right.
about it. Yeah, let's just do this. If you got your birthday, send them in. Facebook.com/Good Morning Columbia. We'll give you a shout out. You need to clip that and send that to them.
It was worth a shot.
It was good.
You know?
All right, so let me finish. The BET stuff. We got a couple of seconds here left. There was tribute performances by Stevie Wonder, Ludacris, Jefferson Hudson, also, what's his name? Jamie Foxx. They gave him the Icon Award, and he did a heartfelt speech reflecting on his near-death experience that took place last year, remember?
Right.
And so forth.
Do we know what that was?
He never really still said. He did his stand-up, too. Something with his brain and the whole 9 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. He's got some new projects coming out. He's got two new movies and also a comedy tour that he's getting ready to do as well. So big ups to him for making that
Yeah.
come back and so
stuff.
forth and whatnot. 65th anniversary Lexington County Peach Festival.
Yes.
65th. Yeah. July 4th they're going to do this thing. The Peach pageant is this weekend.
Is it
for the
really?
Peach Queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Queen of Peaches.
There you go. Yesterday, Wayne Lewis, we talked about him with the group Atlantic Star who died. We have another legend who passed away as well, Sly and the Family Stone. We got a story coming up about him inside the show. But of course, man, I tell you what,
They are. That's true.
yeah. The longer you live, that's what happens.
I suppose that's true, yeah. I mean, eventually. Papa John's adds the Shakaroni pizza to its permanent menu.
Oh, really?
It's
have
billed,
you had one?
I've not.
I have not. Anybody had a shakaroni yet? No?
It's billed as the world's largest foldable sliced pizza. 390 calories for just one slice.
Whoa. How much is an average slice, though?
Probably, I'd say 100 and a half.
Anybody? 100 and a half?
Something like that.
Okay.
Siri, how many calories in an average slice of pizza? Well, it says 300 calories.
Really? One
Wow.
slice?
That's what it said. I don't know. Good gracious. I'll be thinking about that next time I plow down 4 or 5 pieces of pizza. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Wow. Jeepers.
We got to bring in a shakaroni. See if Tyler can plow it down.
I mean,
like
I'll
he
plow
does
it
the hot
down.
dogs.
I mean, I'll put it down. There's
You know?
no doubt about it.
That probably would make the playing field fair. Is you got to plow down the shakaroni and we do the hot dogs.
How would that be fair?
That's what we'll try to do this year. It's coming
That
up
makes no sense.
next month.
So it's the hot dog shakaroni pizza
Yes,
contest?
Absolutely.
But I still would beat you because I just roll up that shaker and shove it in.
Let's see if you can do it. July coming
July
up.
4th. July 4th.
Okay.
All right, we got to get to weather.
There's a new report claims that children who spend too much time staring at screens appear to have more behavioral issues, including turning to screens to cope with emotions, actually. And after analyzing over 100 studies, the author says the longer a child has his or her eyes glued to a device, the greater the chance he or she will develop social, emotional problems, including anxiety, depression, and aggression. And the bottom line, parents should set limits for screen time. General recommendations are kids under 2 should have none. Ages 2 to 5 should be limited to an hour a day. And older kids should be capped at 2 hours a day.
I'm here for that. This comes as no shock. Of course, if you spend your whole time not integrating in society, you're going to have issues.
True.
I mean, how long do I spend staring at a screen? Are you talking about computer screen or my...
Austin is asking.
I'm sorry. Beaver's asking how often, how long. I mean, I stare at a computer when I do weather, but I try to get off as much as I can.
You know, my screen time shows up to tell me each week, and it's never really hitting even 3 hours. It's usually 2 hours and some change, and sometimes it decreases to an hour and some change.
Right. I need to change. I forgot we have that option on the phone, so I should turn mine on and see, because I don't know.
What about you, Aurora? 5 hours? 10 hours?
I don't know.
She doesn't. She says she don't know.
5 or 10 hours.
Austin, you plead the fifth. What about you there, useless trivia? You're supposed to know. You know everything. How you going to be, I don't know how much time I spent on it? Okay, he won't answer either.
All right. Either way, we're glad you're spending screen time with us. We appreciate that.
For sure.
90 degrees is where we're
This
heading
screen time doesn't count.
That's right. Right, this is our time. I'm here, you're here, you're here. There you go.
It's time for the second trivia question for today. What's the average amount of time people in the U.S. spend staring at their screen? 4 hours, 7 hours, 9 hours, or 10? The average time.
Well, again, is that screens being phone? Oh, 10 hours then.
So computers, TV, and your phone.
I'd say 10 then.
Anything with a screen, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, because, you watch TV, like,
There's 2 hours
work all
here.
day.
Yeah.
You work all day, so you're in front of your computer. You have a TV on. QR code, by the way, is up there for you. I'd say 10 hours.
You say 10? Mm-hmm. I'm saying either 7 or 9. Okay. Which one you say, Aurora?
I know the answer.
She did the question. You can't ask her that.
Okay.
You almost got her, though. It's a good effort.
Almost.
Yeah, maybe 10. I'll go with 9. Maybe 10 might be a little bit, boisterous. All right, I'm going to go with 9.
Okay, I'll go 7 then.
Perfect. At Curtis Wilson 275 or at Tyler Ryan online. Like I said, we're glad you at least got 2 hours in with us every morning. So there you go.
So last I was mentioning the Peach Festival that takes place July 4th. Gilbert Community Park is where it happens, and it's a family-friendly event. Lots of great activities, as we know.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, lots of live music, plenty of fresh peach treats. Then the peach parade, you got to have that, and also the car show too. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
You said 66th annual?
65th.
65th.
Anniversary.
I've been in that parade several times. They put on a shindig down there. That is for sure.
Oh, and don't forget the fireworks finale.
Oh yeah, can't forget
Of
that.
course, 4th of July they do that too. So it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. Best and worst cities for staycations. That's list.
Staycations.
Staycations. And it's based on just things to do, recreation, pools, that kind of thing. It's according to Wallet Hub. Cincinnati, Ohio is the best city for a staycation.
What is there to do in Ohio?
I don't really know. I mean, like I said, it's high scores for outdoor activities, parks, pools, baseball fields, that kind of thing. Cincinnati. All right.
I would think anywhere is what you make it.
I think so. I mean, because you can have a staycation depending on what you want to do. Right?
You know, because like growing up, we didn't have a whole bunch of toys, so we were outside playing a lot. All kinds of games you played, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You didn't have to have a whole bunch of stuff.
No, I agree with that. Also on the list, Honolulu, Chicago. Charleston is 18, and actually Columbia is 21, so we did pretty well.
Really?
Yeah, a list of how many cities? 182 cities. We came in at 21. That's not
That's
bad.
good. We got a lot going on.
Yeah. You got all kinds of cool stuff. You got a lot of hiking out there, outdoor experiences. You got the lakes all around. You got Moultrie.
You got the Soda City Saturdays
Yeah.
on Main Street, which is big.
So you got a lot to do.
Got a lot of shows that come through here too.
We don't want to make Columbia sound too good. In case you're down here visiting, thinking about moving here, we're full.
Have you ever gotten confused in the area of Broad River Road where they got all the construction going on?
Yes.
I'm glad they put signs up now, but prior to those signs, my goodness.
Well, the way they changed 26, if you're heading westbound, the way they changed that 2620 on-ramp, I missed that 3 or 4 times before I finally got that. I'm like, what? Because it was a lot further up.
I know. Yeah.
And I'm still tripped out on going the other way, coming from 20 to 26, heading to 126, because all the woods are gone.
It looks different. It's so different.
It's like,
am I in the right place?
Yeah.
It looks like you're way up somewhere else. But no, you're right
there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been making that turn for 20 years, and now I'm like, this is it.
I'm sure we're not the ones who've been confused up in that area.
I'm sure.
Many workers are not happy with their jobs, not because of what they do, but when they do it. Gallup's new State of American Job Study shows nearly 2/3 of American workers struggle with volatile work schedules. About 41% of workers said they have little to no control of what days or how many hours they work. More than a quarter of them said they don't know their schedule more than 2 weeks in advance. This type of volatility is more common among part-time workers and those without a college degree. Experts point out the problem isn't that everyone wants to work Monday through Friday 9 to 5. They just want more control over their schedules.
Give me a break. You work when your boss tells you to work.
I was just thinking, hold up a second. They're paying you to work, but you want to tell them when you're going to work.
No, that's not how this goes.
I mean, when you take the job, aren't you familiar with the fact that it's on call or schedules are flexible or interchangeable? I don't know.
If you agree to the terms, it's like, you need to pay me more. You agree to take the job at whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I agreed to take this job for $3 an hour. It's local television. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. It's the art of negotiation.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But once you accept it, that's what you do.
Exactly. I mean, you take a morning show job, you're getting up at 2 in the morning. That just kind of goes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want a morning show job, but can I ease in around 10 a.m.?
Times are changing, Tyler. Times are changing.
We got to go back to 1950, buddy. I'm telling you. Rotary phones, Studebakers. Oh, goodness. There were no VHS tapes in 1950s there, buddy. Beaver just said there's Walkmans and VHS tapes. Those were in like the 80s, dude. 80s. Although I would take the 80s.
Change can be good, depending on what you're changing.
Nah. Give me the status quo, baby. Tuesday morning means it's not only Tasty Tuesday, but it is Fun Tuesday with the Pet of the Week segment. Joining us from Lexington County, Lexington County Animal Services. My goodness, Lisa Thomas.
Okay.
Get that one out. If you're looking for a dog, we may have the one for you. A very spirited young lady named Sassy.
Sassy, yes.
She's a good dog. What's her story?
Sassy came into us as a stray, and she was full of milk.
Okay.
No babies. Our officers went out for several days and looked, and they found her babies. So we reunited the family. And the babies were able to be put up for adoption. Sassy's then turn was next. But this girl's been with us since November.
All right. Well, she needs to find a good home.
She
is
does.
a sweet little. She got full of energy though. She is. She's been talking all morning.
But you know what? When I correct her and tell her to sit, give her the basic command, she listens immediately.
Yeah, she sat right down when you told her to. She laid down.
So she knows when to turn it off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. When to turn the cute on and off, I suppose.
Exactly. But she's fun. She loves to play with other dogs.
Yeah, that was the next question. How she with other animals? Obviously, she's good with people.
She is. She's good with everybody. She's great with other dogs. She's 2 years old.
Okay.
We have her as a pit bull. I think she might have a little bit of Rottweiler in her.
Yeah.
But she's just such a fun all-around girl.
Hi, baby.
She would be great with somebody with an active lifestyle that likes to go out
this would not
and
be for the
walk.
faint of heart. I would.
No.
You're gonna have a yard. I would.
But like I said, she knows when to turn it off.
Right.
She knows when she needs to stop. She needs to listen. She does listen, so she knows sitting down.
What's her deal if somebody wants to make her them theirs?
Just come on by, ask to meet her.
Okay.
We have all kinds of dogs available for adoption. She's fully vaccinated, microchipped, she's spayed, she's ready to go. And if you have a dog of your own, bring your dog. We want to make
Smart.
sure they get along. If you have kids, we want the whole family to be involved in this decision.
I love it. It is a decision that's going to stick.
Yeah.
All right, this is Sassy, Lisa Thomas from the Lexington County Animal Services. Got it right this time. And this is little Sassy. If you're interested in her, we'll put links for you at abccolumbia.com as well. Yes, you're an angel. This could be your angel. Here it is. Guys, stay close. We're coming back. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby. Good pupper.
So the trivia question, what's the average amount of time people spend in the U.S. staring at their screen?
The answer was 7 hours. On average, people in the U.S. spend about 7 hours and 3 minutes. You're right, Curtis. 7 hours. Wow.
There it is. All right. Great active dog there.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, Sassy was a bit sassy. She is very appropriately named, for sure. Had super fun. Thanks to Tom out of the Sundogs boat as well for having us out the other day. That was kind of cool. I've never been on the boat. I've purchased many a hot dog from the man, but I've never actually been on the boat.
So you see him a lot on the lake?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's out there every weekend. You know, he used to go to Spence Island or whatever. He eases in, like I said in the break, in the segment. All the kids run over to him. It's cool.
Good deal. Well, thanks for joining us. You'll catch this guy at noon. Then you get your 5, 6, and 11 as well. Take care. Have a great day.
Be good to each other.